Hey everyone, Dante here with the Raging Geek. Today I want to show you the DYNACTION Evangelion Eva Unit 1. This is from Bandai and Tamashii Nations. So I picked this up at the Tamashii Nations pop-up store in Midtown, New York during the month of April. That's when the store was there. It's not there anymore. The last day was April 25th, I believe. They had a lot of nice stuff. It was basically I want to say like a highlight selection of all their best wares. They also had some previews of future wares to come. You know, some being the Godzilla vs. Kong line that they had. They previewed that. They also had a really nice Godzilla statue that was in the window, which was a real head turner. So when I picked this up, it was, I'm gonna say it was about a month ago. So I'm gonna say, if I remember correctly, it was like $179.99. So when they rung it up, I was kind of shocked. I was actually thinking more like 300. So I really assumed it was going to be a lot more, but when I saw it just being $179.99, not to say that that's cheap. $180 is $180, but I really assumed it'd be a lot more. Also considering, they have the metal build line, which at least the one that the metal build that they had there of Eva Unit 1 is a lot smaller than this, and it goes for 300, maybe a little more. I can't remember exactly, but I'm going to say safely around 300. So, for $179.99, I'd say this is a bargain. And it's a good thing I got it when I did get it, because within a couple of weeks of getting it, I went back to the store and I actually picked up the metal build Eva Unit 1. They had told me that these sold out completely. So, definitely one of the more popular figures. I see a lot of people, on Facebook, Instagram, posting pictures of this. But let's open this up. Let's take a look. Let's see what $180 gets us. I haven't checked online what these go for, but I'm gonna check real quick and give you an idea what they go for. But just to get an idea what's in the box, this is what the inside of the box looks like. It's a magnetic strip that holds the cover closed, and then it folds out like this. The box has a lot of accessories. So you're looking at, a lot of different hands. He's got a couple. They were really nice enough to give a spare unicorn horn, which was nice. I mean, I guess they figured that, this being an action figure, it's bound to break. So I checked online. You're looking at, I want to say, $250 and up. Now, if you buy it on, say, eBay, I didn't check Amazon, but usually eBay is a good gauge for these things. So yeah, you're definitely paying a markup of close, I want to say, to $100. Maybe like $75 to $100. If you didn't get it, from the pop-up store. So it was definitely a buy, an opportunity buy. So back to the figure. It feels nice. You could feel the cold metal in the interior. You feel the metal through the plastic, the cold metal, which is nice. You know, even these back plates here, they're metal, which is nice. You know, it's not as, you know, there are some plastic joints, but there are a lot of reinforced metal pieces. You know, and the plastic, it's a nice, I want to say, hardy plastic. You know, it's not a plastic I think that would break easy. I mean, I think you would really have to be pretty abusive to, you know, to break this plastic. So, you know, you kind of, you don't, you know, it's a little more fun, you know, manipulating the joints and the limbs without the fear that something might snap, which is always nice, especially when you're playing around with a, you know, $180 action figure. But articulation wise, I mean, it pretty much moves in any way you could imagine Unit 1 to move. You know, you have the ankles move, left, right, forward, back. Even the armor plates on the ankles here, they kind of move up and down. Same thing with the knee plates. They move forward and back. His torso, yeah, I mean that twists. It bends in multiple, you know, directions. So it's multi-jointed at the torso. The hips, they rotate nice. You know, not only the hips themselves, but the thighs, they kind of shift back and forth like so, which is cool. The shins, they don't do that. I don't want to. They don't seem to do that. And you know the knee joints, they're reinforced metal. But they're similar to if you were to buy like a, you know, a Bandai model. The head, yeah, I mean, it pretty much moves in any direction you could imagine. The mouth too opens, which is pretty cool. He's got some teeth in there, definitely giving you the Evangelion smile. So he comes with his shoulder blades here, his shoulder fins. There's another one here that you can replace, you know, similar to the actual models, you know, the Bandai models, and then you can put the similar to the Bandai models, and then you could put the blade in here in the yeah. And this guy, you know, let me tell you, like, they have this really heavy duty stand over here that I'm going to show you, but he stands pretty confident on his own without the stand, though I don't think I would stand him without the stand. I mean, I definitely would put him on the stand if you're going to leave him for a long period of time. I mean, I wouldn't want this guy falling over, because if he fell forward, I mean, I guarantee you his horn is going to snap. So definitely put him on the stand if you can, but you know, if you're taking a quick snapshot or you want to do like an action pose, you know, I definitely, you know, would feel confident that he would stand, you know, stand secure and not tip over, you know, at least for a couple of seconds. So yeah, so that's him on his own. So yeah, I didn't exactly look at the directions, but I mean, it seems to stay fine like this. Sure, someone's gonna comment, you know, if I'm doing it wrong. I would say the most fragile thing they have is this little pilot thing in their hat. This little pilot they have. I mean, this thing is really super small. But yeah, I'm assuming they really try to make this true to scale. I mean, it kind of looks smaller than even the cartoon. But that's really tiny compared to the Ava. But I guess it's true to scale. And his rifle here. You know, this is really a great toy, and I'll show a picture of the fixed statue I have. It's pretty much identical. You know, I want to say it's identical in scale to this, and they just kicked it up a notch 20 years or 25 years later, and made it, you know, made it movable where it can articulate. I think they pretty much hit a home run with this one. So, you know, if you're an Evangelion fan, you know, I would definitely pay, you know, $250, anywhere from $250 to $300. I wouldn't pay more than $300 though. But you know, as of now on eBay, I see them for $280 with free shipping. You might, if you're lucky, you could get them a bit cheaper. And show you the various hands. He's got these hands. You know, this is like the real articulated hands. This is the hand. I guess this is the hand where he's like kind of. This is where he tries to pierce the AT field. He's like, you know, like that. Pow! Piercing the AT field. He's got his weapon hand here. And he's got the closed fist hand here. That's it for accessories. Oh, and the extra horn. And you know, we're really gonna assume that this is in case by some chance it happens to break, because you know, like I said, I mean, if you're posing this a lot and you're playing with it a lot, you know, for whatever reason, you know, aside from like I'll be doing, like just putting it on the stand and setting it and forget it, I mean, this is bound to break at some point in the next few years, or, you know, or even sooner. So very thoughtful of them to include this. So stand. This stand is a beast, if I may say so, in the least. This is the stand. It is a very nice looking stand. You have your super legit charging plug here, and they got this super, which is very nice, this super heavy duty posing stand here. Gives you a full description of the model and the AV unit. Multi-purpose humanoid decisive weapon. Evangelion 01 test type. So for my final trick or final act, I'm going to pose this guy before we close out our video here. And I think I'm going to give him the iconic look, how he's kind of putting out his AT field. So yeah, here's what I posed. So yeah, with the you know, with the security claw, yeah, it's pretty secure in there. You know, you can pose it, you know, and you know, not really be too concerned that it's going to tip over. I mean, even if it does, I mean, the claws, it's pretty much, it catches it, so it's not going anywhere. It's got his AT field up. You know, maybe I could find like some effects for his AT field. But yeah, pretty cool. I mean, you know, and I guess sky's the limit. You know, what you want to do with his weapons and things like that. You know, I'm going to keep it basic. So that's how he looks with the charging cable. Pretty cool. Shinji, get in the Ava. And that's it, folks. Yeah, if you don't have this and you're an Evangelion fan, you gotta get it. It's, you know, the creme de la creme, if you want to call it, of Evangelion models. Definitely high fun factor, high playability, high posability, high photographability, everything that you can think of on the high end. You gotta get it. The DYNACTION Evangelion test type from Bandai and Tamashii Nations. Check it out. Thanks for watching. Come again. I got more Evangelion, more Gundam, more everything coming up soon. Stay tuned. Thanks for watching.
Raging Geek, Retro, all things geek, where geeks can be geeks. Raging Geek, Retro, all things geek, where geeks can be geeks.